Hi everyone, myself Dr. Deepa, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Botany, the Standard Fireworks Rajaratnam College for Women, Sivagasi. And today's video, we are going to see about the ecological pyramids. Before going to ecological pyramids, you should know what is an ecosystem. So ecosystem is the interaction between biotic and abiotic components. And when we are saying it is a biotic, there are so many living organisms in the world, and we categorize the living organism into a producer, obviously the plants, and then the herbivores, and then the carnivores and all. Okay? So these are the all these living organisms, they are connected through the food alone. So each stage we call it as a trophic level. Okay? And we can represent these trophic levels in a various way. One among that way is the ecological pyramid. And ecological pyramids, these are the graphic representation of the relationship between different trophic levels in an ecosystem. So I have mentioned already, so the different organisms which are present in the ecosystem, they occupy different position and they all connected together with the food chain alone. So that's what the trophic level indicate. That means the distinct hierarchical feeding position of a particular organism in the ecological food chain. Okay. So suppose we are representing this trophic level in a graphical manner, that we call it as ecological pyramids. So what we can infer from the ecological pyramids? We can get number of such organism, and we can have an ecological pyramid even based on the biomass, that is weight, and then the pyramid of energy also we can get it. Okay. So this pyramid changes from producer level to top consumer. Okay. And producer always in most of the ecological pyramid, it forms the base, and top carnivores, that will be in the apex. So in between these you can find the primary consumer and secondary consumers like that. Okay. So the next one is what is the role of ecological pyramids? So easily with the help of graphical representation, we can identify the energy flow and population structure and ecosystem balance. And with the help of pyramids, we can identify the transfer of energy is insufficient, because every time when there is a transfer of energy from one organism to another organism, or one trophic level to another trophic level, always there is a loss of energy. So that we can identify how much percentage of energy is transferred to the next level. Okay. And then this is very important for comparing different ecosystems, so that we can easily study the relationship between the different ecosystem. And who developed this ecological pyramids? For the first time in the year 1927, Charles Elton, he used the term ecological pyramid in his book Animal Ecology in the year 1927. So in his book he informed, or he indicated the name ecological pyramid of numbers to designate the various organisms which are present in different trophic levels. Okay. So we can observe many small organisms that support fewer larger organisms. So we can find so much of producers always, and then the herbivores, that number will be less when compared to the producer. For example, in the grassland ecosystem you can find so many grass, but there will be fewer herbivores, that may be a different herbivores. Okay. So the grass can be fed by the rabbit, or it may be rat, like that. It differs. And then there will be very less amount of top carnivores or predators. Okay. So if you come into the types of ecological pyramids, there are three types of ecological pyramid. One is ecological pyramid of number, and next one is pyramid of biomass, that is based on the weight, and next one is ecological pyramid of energy. So these are the three types of ecological pyramids. So from the name itself we can identify. The first thing is only based on the number of organisms, how many producers are there, how many herbivores are there, like that. And second one is based on the weight, biomass of the particular trophic level organism. And next one is based on the energy. And in today's video, we are going to concentrate only about the pyramid of number. Okay. So as I have mentioned already, simply we can find the number of organisms at each trophic level. And if you take the structure, always at the base you can find the producer, and in the middle there will be a herbivores and carnivores. It may be a primary carnivore, and at the top you can find the top carnivores. Okay. What is the use of this pyramid of number means? It shows the population size. How many number of herbivores are there and how many numbers of producers are there, like that. Okay. So that we can understand the predator-prey relationship. So always the prey number should be more when compared to the predator. Then only you can find the balance in the ecosystem. Okay. So the next one is, among the pyramid of number also, you can find various shapes of pyramids. The first one is the upright pyramid. So in the upright pyramid, always you can see broader base and the tip will be, apex will be short. Okay. So the number of individuals that decreases in each trophic level, successive trophic level. It has a broad base with many producers, and they have a tapering tip, and that occupy the top carnivores. So this kind of upright pyramid of number you can notice in grassland ecosystem as well as pond ecosystem. And then the next one is pyramid of number. Here it is a inverted. So anything we can take it as an ecosystem. Suppose we are considering a single tree as an ecosystem. So then the number of producer will be a single tree. So the number will be only 1. Here the producer number is only 1. But if you come into the next level, herbivore level, so there will be so many insects, pests or birds that may visit the tree. So that number will be more. And then if you see the parasites and all which are present in the plant itself or in the tree itself, and you can find in the body of the birds also, that number will be still more. Because of this region, the pyramid of number is inverted in tree ecosystem. Okay. So here you can find narrow base in the with few producers and wide tapering region with so many carnivores. Okay. And third category is pyramid of number. Here you can find spindle shaped. So this you can notice in the forest ecosystem. So what is the feature of this one? So first one is upright, so entirely upright. Second one is inverted, and here it is somewhat different. So the producer number will be more, and when compared to the producer, the herbivore number will be still more. So that we can get a base, and herbivore number will be more than the producer. So that one you can say, so that it is giving a shape of a spindle. Okay. So the narrow base with large tree, a single tree, or few trees forms the ecosystem, and other plants also forms the forest ecosystem. They contribute the producer, but that number will be less when compared to the number of herbivores and other animals. Okay, animals, plants, animals and birds which are taking that produces. Okay, and you can find narrow top predators. That number will be always less. Okay, so which gives the spindle shape appearance. This you can notice in the forest ecosystem. And thanks for watching. The pyramid of biomass and pyramid of energy we can see in the next video. Thanks for watching. Join with us. Thank you.